Your kids are not the priority. I know, it's an audacious thing to say. But I'm a mom of twins, an entrepreneur, and a coach for moms with businesses. So I know we need all the audacity we can get. It was a beautiful day in the Poconos, and I was sitting on my stiff office couch, finalizing the plans for a conference for 65 women. My just-born 8-week-old twins were sound asleep in the next room over. And it was in an instant, my face felt numb. Something was off. So naturally, like any woman would do when their face feels off, I jumped up, I bolted to the bathroom, leaned into the mirror, and I stared. Half my face was frozen still. I even tried to smile. Half of my face only smiled. It was Bell's palsy. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and I'm walking to the kitchen to now feed my kids formula because I'm on a steroid and I can't nurse them. And as I'm walking, a sharp shooting pain takes me, crumbles me to my knees. This time, it's my back. Giving out from the double duty pack and play and crib life. And I remember on my knees, hysterically crying and thinking, how am I going to do this? But I've been in a tough spot before. Pre-kids, I was trapped in a 9-to-5 cube life, in debt, overweight, and unhappy. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. I was definitely a lost 25-year-old young woman. But using the process I teach today, I took charge of my life and worked my ass off to create a new identity. I paid off $30K in debt, pulled myself out of severe depression, and dropped the 50 pounds that I had gained from numbing myself through food, shopping, and drinking. I created Identity Magazine. I published my first book. And I started traveling the country and speaking and teaching on how to get all A's in your game of life. I felt alive and audacious with this new entrepreneurial identity. But then I'm suddenly married with twins. I have Bell's palsy and a shitty back at 34. I was spending so much time at home with my kids that I'd paint the walls over and over in my home in an attempt to feel productive and stimulated. Yet, even with freshly painted walls, when I glanced in the mirror, all I saw was a tired, overwhelmed mom who didn't have time for herself or her business. And I missed community and connection. And I knew something had to change. So I gave myself permission to go after my dreams. I wanted that glorious feeling of personal accomplishment within my business. But how could I do that and have time for my kids and my husband? It was a constant tug-of-war between the needs of my family and the needs of myself. And there's a concept we've been sold, a myth, that motherhood means sacrificing everything for your children. But I wanted us all to win. Remember that shocking statement I said in the beginning, your kids are not the priority? Well, here's the truth. Your kids are important. Your partner is important. Your business is even important. But you are the priority. Your physical health matters. Your mental health matters. Your dreams matter. You matter. So I knew if I could tap into my bold, audacious self within my business, I would feel more confident, energetic, and optimistic. And that would only benefit my family, right? Yeah. So again, I gave myself permission to go after my dreams. Sure, it was a juggling act at first to find the balance in the chaos, but I did what I do best. I took imperfect action over and over. Friendships, my girlfriends and I, we schedule girls' night out on repeat every month to drop it like it's hot on the dance floor, to vent, to cry, and do all the things your friends don't judge you for. I made an absolute commitment to the friendships that I need, the connection, so that I can get the recharge that I need. Fitness. I made an absolute commitment to fitness. And Beachbody On Demand became a non-negotiable. Communication. I got more accurate in my communication, especially with my husband. We discussed goals, obstacles. We defined our successes and redefined our successes. Did it go perfectly? Hell no. But we both committed to the communication, but accurate communication, authentic communication. Consistent self-care. I developed a deep appreciation for self-care as a necessity, like automating my doctor and dental appointments. Those became routine, year after year, rinse and repeat. I knew that if I had the agency to take care of myself, I would be better equipped to take care of my family. Boundaries. I stopped apologizing for taking time for myself, and I set audacious boundaries between my personal and professional life, like not working on the weekends, right? And as my children grew up and their school times shift, I made a priority to reflect my hours in alignment with my family. So when it comes to boundaries and being a mompreneur, you need awareness, you need audacious boundaries, but you need to be adaptable. The willingness to fail. I am not perfect. And there are days that go seriously off the rails and I get pulled into old self-defeating habits. But I practice an active self-acceptance and have an abundant belief that I'm phenomenal no matter what, through the highs and the lows. Here's a good one. The acceptance of guilt. Us mompreneurs, we feel guilty when we choose our business over our kids. But let's be honest, we feel guilty when we choose our kids over our business. Guilt, it taps us on the shoulder almost every day. But here's the thing. I have developed an anchored self-trust that even on those days I feel guilty, I will not give it the power to change my choices. Let me say that again. I will not give guilt the power to change my choices. And sometimes I even joke that I feel guilty for not feeling guilty. We can't win. You are the priority. Do you ever feel like you have to stop mid-workout, or you're in your self-care practice, you're reading, you're meditating, you're having quiet time of coffee in the morning, your kid wakes up, they want you, they need a car ride somewhere, they want Disney, they want a snack, and you throw your hands up and put yourself on the back burner? Do you feel that you can't spend money because your partner pays most of the bills? Do you feel like you got to stay up all night because there's not enough hours in the day? Or do you feel like you got to stay home and clean because your partner is out working? Or do you feel like it's not your time? And you even think, you say, and you actually believe when you say this, I'll wait until it's my time. What does that statement even mean? Your kids will need you in every season. Trust me, I'm 43 and I still need my mom. Hi, Mom. Diapers, preschool, school, relationships, college, careers, marriage, and grandkids. So I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to think, and I want you to believe when you say and tell yourself, it's my time too. And bring your A game. You can start with my A game formula and approach to help you guide you on your journey and to not just empower you, but your entire family and your business. You start with awareness, active self-acceptance, anchored self-trust, adaptability, appreciation, agency, abundant belief, audacious boundaries, absolute commitment, accurate communication, all with an audacious attitude. Imagine your life with boundaries. Imagine your life in these A's infused. You've got your self-care and your health ebbing and flowing. You've got your schedule ebbing and flowing. And you get to define your profits. You can achieve synergy between MomLife and BizLife by redefining your priorities, making profits, taking center stage, and creating a legacy of balance, success, but most importantly, fulfillment. So smile at that woman in the mirror. She's audacious, she's bold. Her dreams matter, she matters, you matter. It's your time too. Thank you. I'm Susan Vernicek, your Mindset and Chief Coach for Mompreneurs.